I absolutely love gravy, and a gravy can make or break your next meal. This is a basic skill every home cook should have. I'm going to show you today how to make a fantastic yet very straightforward chicken gravy. But don't worry, you can easily substitute in some beef broth, some vegetable broth, and make this customized for whatever dish you are making at home. Super easy and super versatile. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, first things first, we need to make a roux, which is just equal parts fat and flour that we're going to use to thicken up our gravy. I have 3 tablespoons of butter that I'm melting over medium-low heat. To this, we're going to add 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Now, you want to make sure to mix this very, very well. You can use a whisk if you'd like. I'm just going to be using a spoon. Ultimately, we're going to encase each one of these little starch molecules in the flour with a little bit of fat from the butter. Every year at Thanksgiving, we had a huge meal for our family. Everybody was invited, and we had to have 2 gravy boats. One would be passed around for everybody to enjoy, and the second one would go straight to my mother in law because she loved the gravy so much she requested her own gravy boat. After we mix the flour and butter together very well, we need to cook this on the medium low heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. This will give us a chance to cook that raw flour flavor out of the roux. You really don't want to skip this step. Make sure your heat isn't too aggressive. You should see some light simmering like this, and you do want to stir it fairly regularly every 20 to 30 seconds. And by the way, your kitchen is going to smell like fresh baked snickerdoodle cookies. And after about 5 minutes of cooking, the color will darken just a little bit and it's going to smell like cookies, as I said, so these are good indicators it's ready to add our stock. We're making chicken gravy, so I've got 2 cups of chicken stock, but you can substitute this for beef if you want beef, vegetable if you want vegetable. You can even substitute for milk if you want to make a cream gravy. Pour in your stock, and then immediately you want to start stirring this. You want to make sure to mix up your roux completely so that you don't have any lumps. So take your time here, really mix very well, and you'll make sure that your gravy comes out lump free. And if you're new to the channel, I always include a written recipe in the description below, so definitely go down and check that out. And while you're down there, if you got a second, maybe like, comment, subscribe. Hey, it doesn't cost you a thing and it really helps the channel out. So technically your gravy doesn't need any more ingredients. You can stop right here, but I'm going to turn the flavor up to 11. I just roasted a chicken and I kept the drippings here. This is a great way to really boost that flavor up. So if you have a beef roast or maybe, I don't know, a turkey, for example, keep those drippings and add them right into your gravy. Some other flavors you can consider adding would be a bit of Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, some mustard, roasted garlic, herbs, even a little bit of heavy cream. These all go very well in here, so definitely experiment and customize this to your own liking. I wanted to keep my gravy pretty simple today, so I just added in a bit of ground black pepper. Of course, give everything a thorough mix after adding. Do keep this in mind that the gravy will thicken up a little bit as it heats. However, the roux won't fully thicken this gravy mixture until it reaches a full simmer. So once you start seeing a full simmer just like this, you know that the gravy is as thick as it's going to be from the roux. If you'd like your gravy a little thicker than this, you can always reduce the amount of stock that you put in, or just allow it to simmer over the heat for a little bit and it will reduce down. If you'd like it to be thinner, of course, you can do the opposite and go ahead and add in a little bit more stock. When it coats the back of a spoon like this is called nappe, and this is good for me, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. You can turn off the heat, but we do need to give this a taste before we serve it. I found that mine needed just a little bit of extra salt, so I went ahead and added that in. This gravy goes great on so many things. In Canada, they put gravy on chips, actually. The last time I put gravy on my chips, though, they kicked me out of the casino. Don't be fooled, guys. Even though your base gravy is only 3 ingredients, this really is a game changer. It brings so much added flavor to your dishes, it's amazing. Not only that, but this carries a lot of moisture with it, and it can really help revive some meat that maybe you overcooked and is a little bit too dry. That wonderful chicken flavor with the salt, pepper, and meat drippings really helps elevate anything that you put this on. But of course, what's the best thing that you can put gravy on? Some fantastic mashed potatoes, of course. That's why I'm going to recommend that you watch my video right here, how to make the world's most fluffy, buttery mashed potatoes you've ever had. Guys, I love making these videos and I couldn't do it without your support, so thank you so much for watching. I'll catch y'all here next time on the next episode of Minimalist Gourmet.